Hey there, welcome to Mikey Conquers the Kitchen, a real-time cooking show for beginners. I've got a great quick tip for you today about dealing with bell peppers. Now, to start off, other than the stem, there's two things you want to avoid when you're cooking with bell peppers, and that's the seeds. There's about 1,000,000 of them in there, and the ribs, which is a white piece that kind of runs along the inside of the pepper. It's got a bitter taste. So you don't really want to include that when you're cooking. So I'm going to teach you a great trick to get nice even slices off this pepper and leave all the ribs and all the seeds intact without displacing one seed, making any kind of mess or anything. This is almost like a magic trick. But let me show you how you do it. One more thing, a little education about bell peppers. There are female peppers and there are male peppers, boys and girls. The boys have a more bitter taste, and the way you can tell them apart is they have 4 lobes on the bottom. The girls have 3. 1, 2, 3. The girls are sweeter, the boys are bitter. So remember, bitter boys, sweet girls. So let's cut this bitter boy open and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now the ribs usually run alongside of the little indent on the sides here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top. We're going to kind of cut in a curve, basically straight, but a little bit of a curve, and we're trying to cut right alongside of that rib. Once you get inside, you can see exactly where it is and see where you're going and get in there. See that there? So we'll get like 4 nice cuts just like that. You can look inside, see where that next rib is. Just like that. Go to the next side. And to the last side. Are you ready for this, guys? That's what you're left with there. All the seeds intact, all the ribs intact, almost no waste on there. How about that, right? Ta-da! Magic! But anyway, I'll continue on and I'll show you a little bit about cutting. I'll show you how to julienne and dice. Dicing is probably the most common thing you're going to come across when you're making recipes. Julienne is long, thin slices. Dice is like tiny square pieces. Real quick, how you hold your knife, pinch it here, wrap the rest of your fingers around like that, and you're going to go with a rocking motion like that. You don't want your finger out like that. It makes a knife unstable and you're more likely to cut yourself with your finger out like that. So in here, like gently, make it feel comfortable. Don't stress your hand out. With your other hand, you're going to make a claw like that. And you're holding this stuff in. And you're going to rest the knife, I know this sounds crazy, up against your knuckle. And just rock slowly back and forth. You're going to go really slow till you get the hang of it. It might take a day, it might take weeks, it might take months. But just keep going slow till you really get the feel for it. Now I'll show you how to julienne. So use that same technique I'm talking about. We're going to go super slow. Get that first piece out of the way so you can see. Rock back and forth. Slide in. Getting nice, even pieces. See there? An almost perfect julienne. And for dicing, just line those back up. Get the ends together there. Do that same technique. Go very slow until you get the hang of it. You can see that's making almost exactly the same size pieces in each cut. You get to the end there, you lose your grip there. Just continue to go slow, and look at that. Perfect. Almost everyone is the same size there. And there you have it. Quick tips on bell peppers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the kitchen.